Welcome to English Story Vault, where you can level up your English through clear, fun stories. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey. Let's imagine a map of the world. We see the vast land of Africa. On maps today, this large land is divided by many lines representing approximately 54 different countries. But what if Africa were just one very, very big country? Imagine this single nation on the map, covering an immense area. It would be one of the biggest countries in the world. Currently, more than 1 billion people live in Africa. If it were one country, all these people would be citizens of a single nation. This is a truly profound idea. It prompts many questions. What would this enormous country be like? What would it be named? Where would its capital city be located? How would so many diverse people live and work together? What about the multitude of languages and varied beliefs? The concept of a united Africa isn't new. Some have envisioned it for a long time. But what if it became a reality today? This story will explore this idea, considering the possibilities without judging whether it's good or bad. We'll examine potential impacts on the land, people, cities, economy, and its global standing. It's an intriguing thought experiment that helps us view Africa in a new light and ask big questions about its future. What if Africa was one country? Let's explore this idea together. One big land. This immense land spans over 30 million square kilometers, representing about 20% of all the land on Earth. To visualize its scale, it's roughly 3 times the size of Europe and almost as vast as the entire continent of Asia. We're talking about a single country occupying a truly colossal space on the map. Today, over 1.4 billion people call this place home, which is about 16 out of every 100 people in the world. Currently, only India and China have larger populations. However, the number of people here is growing remarkably fast. It's the fastest population growth globally. The population has doubled since 1990, meaning there are twice as many people now as there were just over 30 years ago. Experts predict that in the future, this united country will surpass both India and China in population. By the end of this century, perhaps around 2100, the population could reach 4.4 billion people, or nearly 40 out of every 100 people on Earth. This significant growth makes the country increasingly vital on the world stage due to its sheer population size. An interesting demographic feature is that many people here are very young. The average age is only about 19 years old, significantly younger than in many other parts of the world, where the average is often 30 or more. This large youth population brings immense energy and potential. Young people can introduce new ideas, acquire new skills, and contribute to the country's growth. This large and young population is a key characteristic of what this big land would be like, indicating a future with substantial needs for homes, jobs, and schools, but also immense potential and strength for the nation's development. Many people, one home in this vast new country. Many people live together, stemming from highly diverse backgrounds. One of the most significant differences is language. Across the land, thousands of different languages are spoken. Some estimate over 1,000, possibly even 3,000. This makes it the most linguistically diverse place in the world. Given the multitude of languages, many people are multilingual, speaking 2 African languages or a European language like English, French, or Portuguese. These European languages are widely understood. 13% of people understand English, 11.5% understand French, and 3% understand Portuguese. Some languages have more speakers than others. Arabic is spoken by about 17% of the population, primarily in the north, while Swahili is spoken by about 10%, mostly in the east. Other important languages include Berber and Hausa, each spoken by about 5% of people. A country this diverse might require many official languages, perhaps 11 or more. Beyond languages, there are also numerous ethnic groups, hundreds, perhaps thousands. No single group constitutes a very large portion of the total population, highlighting the immense diversity of people living here. Religion is also central to many. The country would host 2 very large religious groups, Christians and Muslims, each comprising about 47% of the population. Traditional African religions are followed by about 10% of people, and some hold mixed beliefs. Only a small percentage, around 2%, do not follow a religion. Living together with so many differences presents a significant challenge. How do people with varied languages and beliefs share one home? It necessitates finding ways to understand each other and respecting diverse ways of life. Despite thousands of languages, numerous groups, and different religions, everyone would now be part of one nation. This rich diversity is a core aspect of what this country would be. The main city, a very large country, requires a main city, often called the capital, where the government operates and makes crucial decisions for the entire nation. For a country as vast as this United Africa, selecting a capital city is a monumental task. Many cities could serve as the capital, being large and already significant. However, one city stands out as a strong choice: Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. Why Addis Ababa? The African Union, a key organization for African countries, already has its main office there. Additionally, a significant United Nations office focused on Africa is also located in Addis Ababa. Because these important institutions are already present, many believe it could be the ideal location for the new country's capital, sometimes referred to as the political capital of Africa. Nevertheless, other cities are also highly important. For example, Lagos in Nigeria is a massive city with a huge population. Cairo in Egypt and Johannesburg in South Africa are also immense and play significant roles, especially in finance and business. These cities would remain vital centers in the new country. Managing such a vast country with a huge population and diverse regions is complex. A capital city like Addis Ababa would need to be a strong hub, with excellent communication links to all parts of the country. The other major cities would also provide substantial support, acting as crucial governmental and business arms in different areas. Careful planning would be essential to ensure the capital and other cities work effectively together to lead the new nation. It's a huge undertaking, but clear centers like the capital and other large cities would be necessary for a country of this size. Wealth and poverty. This new country of Africa, as we know, is incredibly large and remarkably rich underground. The Yao Earth contains many valuable resources. For instance, it holds half of all the gold in the world and half of all the diamonds in the world. The country also possesses 90% of the world's platinum and 33% of the world's uranium. These are highly important resources that can be sold to other countries, generating substantial wealth for the nation. However, despite all this underground wealth, many people in the country are poor. This may seem perplexing. Why are people poor when their country is so rich? There are several reasons for this issue. A major challenge is corruption. Sometimes, money from these valuable resources does not benefit the people. Instead, it is diverted or not used wisely. This means essential services like schools, hospitals, and roads do not receive the necessary funding, making life difficult for millions across the country. Currently, the country's economy is not the largest globally. It is the 7th largest economy. It is larger than India's economy but smaller than those of countries like France, the United Kingdom, and Germany. The money per person each year is quite low, around $1,192. However, this figure doesn't fully capture the extent of poverty. Many people live on very little money daily. Based on some data, about half the people in the southern part of the country live on less than $1.25 per day, and the average for a poor person might be less than $0.70 a day. This highlights a stark contrast between the country's wealth and the living conditions of its people. Yet the country has significant potential for growth. Experts suggest its economy can expand faster than many other regions globally. In the future, it could become much stronger, expected to surpass the economies of France and the United Kingdom very soon. If the wealth from the land is used wisely and shared fairly, it can benefit everyone. It can fund good schools and hospitals everywhere, create jobs for both young and old, and improve life for all millions living in this one large country. The rich earth has many needs but also holds much promise for a better future if its resources are used wisely. Hopes and hard work. Education is paramount for the new country. To strengthen the nation, everyone needs to learn. Currently, many people lack good reading and writing skills. Only about 64 out of 100 people can read. This figure varies significantly across different areas. In some regions, nearly everyone is literate, while in others, very few can read. This indicates the substantial effort required for education. The new country must build many more schools across the land and train many more teachers. Every child should attend school, and adults should also have opportunities to learn. Good education helps people find work, understand the world, and is crucial for improving family lives in the entire country. Health presents another significant challenge for the new nation. Various illnesses exist across the vast land. One very serious illness is HIV. In some parts of the country, about 11 out of 100 people have this sickness. This is a major public health issue. The new country needs to combat illness everywhere, requiring many more hospitals and clinics, doctors and nurses, and access to medicine for sick people. Educating people about health is also vital. Helping people stay healthy demands collective effort, but it's essential for the country's strength. Other significant problems require solutions for millions of people. Ensuring everyone has access to clean water and enough food is a challenge. Building good roads and bridges is necessary for travel and commerce across vast distances. Creating enough jobs for all the young people is crucial for the future. Ensuring the government is fair and serves all people is a major undertaking. These problems are difficult and demand immense effort from everyone in every city and village. However, there is also great hope for the future of this large country. Its large youth population signifies abundant energy and ideas for tomorrow. The country has vast opportunities for growth and improvement. It can build new cities and farms and utilize its resources to help its people if managed well and corruption is fought. The economy has the potential to become very strong. If the country works together to solve its problems, its economy can grow faster than in many other parts of the world. In the future, it could become a very powerful economy, potentially meaning more money for everything its people need. Better schools, better hospitals, better homes, and more jobs for millions. The future is full of possibilities. Achieving these goals will require hard work from millions. Leaders must be wise and honest. Citizens must collaborate and assist one another. Teachers, doctors, farmers, and urban workers all have a role to play. With hard work and hope, the dream of a better life for everyone in the new country can become a reality. It is a time for hard work and holding on to hope for a bright tomorrow across the entire nation. Global presence. A united country of Africa would represent a completely new presence on the world map. It would be one of the largest countries on Earth by land size, covering an immense area. It would also host an exceptionally large population, surpassing most other nations. This combination of vast size and numerous people would naturally establish its importance on the global stage. When this large country interacts with other nations, it would do so with one voice. Previously, 54 different countries spoke for Africa. Now, there would be just one government, one leader, representing the entire continent. This single voice would possess significantly more strength and influence in global meetings and discussions. It could negotiate with other large and powerful countries such as those in North America or Europe, from a position of strength. The economy of this new united country would be substantial from the outset. Its total economic value would be considerable, initially similar to the economies of nations like India or France. However, the source text indicates that Africa's economy is expected to grow very rapidly in the future. This swift economic growth would mean it could soon have one of the largest economies in the world, potentially even surpassing some major European countries. This large and growing economy, combined with its vast population, would grant the united country of Africa immense power and influence. It would become a major player in international trade, global politics, and crucial world issues. Its relationships with other countries would change significantly, as they would need to engage with one large, strong nation instead of many smaller ones. This new dynamic could reshape how countries worldwide interact and forge agreements. Looking towards the future, a united country of Africa has the potential to become a superpower by the end of this century. This means it could be among the most powerful nations on the planet. Its large population could provide the basis for a large and strong military if necessary. Its rapidly growing economy could make it very wealthy and capable of investing globally. A united Africa would stand tall on the world stage, a key country that everyone would observe and collaborate with. Its existence could redefine the balance of power and profoundly impact the future of the entire world. A new tomorrow. Let's consider the future for this vast country. A united Africa could have a very strong and bright tomorrow. While there were many challenges, people worked together to find solutions. Imagine the future. The large number of young people growing up could be a tremendous strength, bringing new ideas and energy. If they receive a good education and find work, they can help the country grow rapidly. The earth holds many riches like minerals. If these resources are used well and for the good of everyone, the economy could become very strong. The dream of unity was not easy, but it held a significant promise, a promise of a better life for millions of people. With one country, it could be easier to build new roads, schools, and hospitals for everyone. It could be easier to fight sickness and other major problems together. People from different groups and with different languages could learn to live and work side by side, building something new. A united Africa could also be a strong voice in the world. It could engage with other countries as one powerful nation. This new role could change how the world perceives Africa and how Africa interacts with other parts of the world. It could stand tall and speak for its people. The path ahead was long and had many steps. It required hard work, understanding, and hope, but the potential was clear. A united Africa overcoming its difficulties could build a future that was not only strong for itself, but also beneficial for the entire world. It was a new day, full of possibility, looking towards a brighter tomorrow.